the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Taysom Hill and the New Orleans Saints taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from the Superdome. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Now for the first time, the Saints offense taking the field, and they will be led by Taysom Hill now in his 5th year in the NFL.
Remember when we used to talk about players being slash-type players? That's because they play so many different positions. Taysom Hill is a quarterback slash receiver slash running back slash special teams guy. You name it, he's able to do it. But many also think that he can be a full-time starting quarterback in the NFL.
On 1st and 10, Hill. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Hill now on the option right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Hill. Into the secondary past the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Hill. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. To throw is Hill. He's got Smith here. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 4th down, the Saints bring on their new punter for 2021, Blake Gillikin. Back deep from Miami, Jalen Waddle. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Tua now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Finding Gaskin underneath. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. This is caught by Williams. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, the Dolphins' new punter for 2021, Michael Pilardi, on to punt. Marquez Callaway deep for New Orleans. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hill now to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Hill going back to the air on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Hill looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got a man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On play action, here's Tua. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, on that one, they go with the play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Miami. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now Hill. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Hill. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now Hill looking to throw on 1st. And Stills bringing it in. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 1st down, it's Hill. Eluding the pressure right. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Hill on 1st down. It's caught. Stills, right side. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd and 8. Now it's Hill. That's complete over the middle to Callaway.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Hill. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Saints. Kenny Stills. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And For the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Tua going to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd and 15 now. Tua. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And that's off the mark. Incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter. So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt, and he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Out of the gun, Hill. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hill. Over the middle to Smith. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On the ground, this is Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Here's Hill. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 31. Operating from the gun, Hill. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Hill, they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hill. And this is going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Myles Gaskin and the rest of the Dolphin offense ready to get back to work here. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua. And that is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing just outside his own goal line. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st down, Hill. And his throw here is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Hill. It's caught. Smith. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks running with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
On 1st and 10, Hill. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hill, and he's got this one complete to Callaway. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field, and for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 12. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Hill. Out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get in the ball. We'll see if they can do it. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Tua now on first down. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Here's Gaskin. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
A nice substantial run there by Gaskin, who was the Dolphins' leading rusher in 2020. 584 total yards in just 7 starts and got stronger as the season went on. Not bad for a 7th-round pick in 2019. He was drafted number 234 overall that season.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tua. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run now with Gaskin. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Our attention turns back to Taysom Hill and the rest of the Saints offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Hill now to throw. That's taken in by Callaway. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Hill. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hill sliding out of the pocket. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. Hill looks to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Second and 4. To throw is Hill. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that
answer. That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. From the gun on third, Hill steps away. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Back to throw. Hill rolling, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. That's the rookie first-rounder Jalen Phillips who works in to bring him down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Looking to throw. Hill. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Now Hill on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taysom Hill, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing, and I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Tua sets up to pass it. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's Hill now after the interception. Out to his left. Runs through the contact. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now Hill looking to throw on first. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as he'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now Hill. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Marr able to put this one through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Tua going to throw. It gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Flushed out right. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Now Callaway on the return. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 39, Hill on the move to his left. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
On first down, it's Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Hill. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Will Jordan Humphrey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now it's Hill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Miami.
Ordinarily, when you're backed up this deep, most teams like to play it on the safe side, but not these guys. They took a big shot downfield and wound up hitting it for a big play. Back them into a corner, they come out swinging.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. From the gun, it's Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Tua now on 1st down. And over the middle, this is Parker. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Gaskin is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by a Myles Gaskin touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Callaway, the return man. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Spotlight turning back to Taysom Hill as he trots out with his offense. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just wanted you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after 1 play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. There's Hill. It's caught. Smith. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Hill, and that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward, couldn't contort his body back to grab it. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing again is Hill. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Now a throw here, hauled in, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Hill. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Flush to his right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Hill looking to throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
the touchdown. Here's Marr to kick it away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So now here come the Dolphins. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going deep here for Parker. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
There you go. Got him again. Got him again.
And to give this time to the tailback. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
A know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And that'll bring up fourth down on a big sack with a loss of 5. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
So fourth down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Sanders is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Six yards left on second down. Hill now to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Hill. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A busy night continues for Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. To throw is Hill. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Hill. They'll roll him out right. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Miami set to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he's got room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there for the Dolphins.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Two and a throw again. And a completion to Wilson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Preston Williams on the throw from Tua. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Callaway, the return man. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Our attention turns back to Taysom Hill and the rest of the Saints offense. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Throw left side complete to Troutman. 7 yards, the pickup there. Now they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. They go play fake, and it's Hill. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's got some space here. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On 1st and 10, Hill. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
To the air again. Hill throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hill. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Play fake. Hill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Try to pound it in, Kamara. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Kamara trying again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Marr on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Second and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Tua. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's airing it out for Williams. That'll be caught for a Dolphin touchdown. It's Williams. Preston Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 1st down, it's Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now Hill. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Hill on 1st down. That's taken in by Callaway. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Out of the gun, Hill. Rolling to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Sean Payton not liking that last call. He's going to go ahead and challenge it. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 40 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, late turnovers so often the difference in a ball game. And here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Callaway, the return man. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On 1st down, Hill. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be out right at the 35. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, You're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 82 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. A shotgun snap for Hill. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hill looks to throw. Open man is the tight end Troutman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Desperation time on 4th for Hill. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Hill now operating from the red zone. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He gets it left side to Johnson. And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Powers through, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Hill. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson there to make the grab. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
and touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your...
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now Hill. And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. So Tua and the Dolphins down by a field goal, 1:08 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Tua. He's got it complete to Waddle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Now all the focus shifts over to the Saints, trailing by 4. A little under 50 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Hill now to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hill. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. That's caught by Montgomery. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it's looking like the Dolphins are going to win the football game. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Down to an knee goes Tua, and that should just about do it.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.